This is one of those films I loved growing up while watching it with my dad, and it has only aged like a fine wine and is equally brilliant as an adult, if not maybe a little bit better. Now, try not to scoff at the franchise or the idea that it's a Star Trek movie. This is a genre classic and a genuine all-timer. Let me tell you why. It's peak Star Trek. It's thematically lush and one of the best revenge films between two remarkable chess players, both with a deep conviction to their motives. It manifests as a naval combat movie in space, very similar to the moniker of being a Western in space. You look at those uniforms even. I mean, it just screams that type of setting, the type of strategy that would go in with this type of naval warfare. It is unabashedly bold and torments our characters in this game of wits. James Horner's soundtrack is seriously incredible. The main theme here is absolutely amazing, and Horner builds escalation like very few others can.
Time's up, Admiral.
Here it comes. Now, Mr. Spock.
Sir, our shields are dropping.
Raise them!
I can't!
The cast all rocks and has great character moments. This might be one of William Shatner's best performances and has an interesting emotional arc relating to the midlife crisis of a personal and professional purpose. He's caught between two worlds of stagnancy as an admiral and actually being out in the action of everything, using creative problem solving, trying to manage several variables. It is a great calling to Kirk's character. Ricardo Montalban is perfect as Khan. Just diabolical, scheming, vindictive character, intrinsically defined by the several revenge stories on his bookshelf, chief among them Moby Dick, which is very influential to this film.
We are one big happy fleet. Ah, Kirk, my old friend. Do you know the Klingon proverb that tells us revenge is a dish that is best served cold? It is very cold in space.
Khan puts every idea into action. What I love so much about this film is there's tons of meaningful character development, equally huge amounts of palpable action. The whole cast has a call to their agency, aside maybe Sulu and Uhura. Literally so much in this film happens, and it's all remarkably convincing and compelling. My only criticism, and it is a major one, is a character death here. Had they stuck by this character death, I would say this might be a 10 out of 10. Said character's emotional arc, and it's really a logical one, but hey, it's also both. It is the beauty of this character. It's incredible. They have a monologue. The needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few monologue. It is one of the most important tenets to any film. And contrary to the misuse of these characters in Star Trek the Motion Picture, which I watched a day before this and have some thoughts in a few minutes, everybody in this film is so well written compared to that film. Everybody feels authentic and has a moment to shine or adapt their personality from the TV show to the film, and it's all done so proper and so fitting for each of these characters. The production looks fantastic, and when this film is tense, which is often, it gives you goosebumps. Sets from the motion picture are cleverly implemented here, and this film saved the Star Trek franchise at a point where that previous film had a deeply mixed reaction. Having watched the motion picture the day before, I just did not really connect with it, and I had not seen it before. Maybe a cinema sin, but whatever. The first half is so inconsequential that the only true development comes in the last act. There's a contextual clue of V'Ger that has an interesting climax in that point of the film, but it's also effectively a 2001 A Space Odyssey clone thematically and doesn't really add much of its own unique personality. With The Wrath of Khan, everything came together brilliantly. Nicholas Meyer's direction is strong, dramatic, and has a whip crack of feeling to every line of memorable dialogue. The connection to Space Seed, which I also watched before, best primer, and you should absolutely do this if you were gonna watch Wrath of Khan. Like, have that at context. It is such a cool deep lore extrapolation to have this deceitful and cunning villain under the narcissistic guise of eugenics and the lack of morality that eugenics brings with its entire existence. This film is just an absolute triumph in most creative forces. It has a damn compelling story with proper execution, and the movie just friggin' rocks. I love this movie. Most people would shrug off this franchise, but this one is an all-timer, not only for the genre at large, but just a damn good film all around otherwise. This is an easy 9 out of 10. again, and I just really love this. Sure, maybe there's a little bit of a nostalgia there. I'm usually able to put those feelings aside because a lot of the movies I rewatch from childhood do not age this well, but it's just the execution is so good. It's so simple, straightforward, and strong in all creative aspects. You could tell that the people working on this really cared and did everything they could to make every scene impactful. There are so many huge things that even influenced J.J. Abrams' Star Trek movies. It is just absolutely worth a watch. This movie is friggin' incredible when it's escalating and when the tension's there. Wow. Easy 9 out of 10. I want to say happy Father's Day to my dad who originally showed me this, and I so appreciate it. I love this movie. And happy Father's Day to all the dads passing down their favorite movies to their kids. It is such an important thing, and you are making a huge influence and impact on their lives. I loved The Next Generation growing up, but I didn't have a lot of exposure to the Star Trek movies at the time, and this was probably the first exposure to anything, and what better way to go into that world. Granted, there is a lot of different quality metrics within the Trek movies, but you can tell why they made so many because this one is so good. Anywho, thank you for listening. Please like and subscribe. It helps the channel grow. Yeah, just keep supporting the channel. I really, really appreciate it and just all the growth this channel has had. You will hear from me very soon. Next week, I will have an early review for Supergirl and possibly another video as well. Thank you for listening. I hope you're doing well wherever you are, and I will talk to you again soon. Thanks. Bye.